Introduction: 70% of carnivore diet followers initially experience rapid weight loss and energy boosts. But this honeymoon phase quickly fades, like Sarah, who dropped 15 pounds her first month before developing severe fatigue and anemia. This extreme diet eliminates all plant foods, stripping your body of essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber. The problem extends beyond these deficiencies. The average carnivore dieter consumes 3 to 4 times the recommended amount of saturated fat daily, placing enormous strain on your cardiovascular system. In today's video, I'll reveal what truly happens to your body on this controversial diet and why the short-term benefits often mask concerning long-term consequences. The carnivore diet's alluring promises. What if I told you that an all-meat diet could eliminate your food cravings, help you drop pounds quickly, and potentially clear up chronic health issues? This isn't some far-fetched claim. It's what thousands of carnivore diet followers report experiencing within weeks of starting this eating pattern. The carnivore diet ranks among the most restrictive mainstream eating approaches today. It comprises animal products, meat, fish, eggs, and sometimes dairy, while completely eliminating plant foods. No fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, or seeds make the cut. Think of it as a nutritional fortress with very limited entry points. Only animal-based nutrients hold the key. This radical approach has gained remarkable traction over the past few years, particularly through social media. Take fitness influencer Mark Johnson, who dropped 65 pounds in 6 months and claims his lifelong psoriasis disappeared completely. "I've tried everything for 15 years, he shared in a viral post. Only carnivore fixed me. His transformation, like many others, fuels the movement, though medical professionals caution about potential long-term risks. Many followers experience immediate benefits. Rapid weight loss typically occurs in the first 4 to 8 weeks. Why? Ketosis. This metabolic state forces your body to burn fat instead of carbohydrates. Without dietary carbs, insulin levels plummet, allowing more efficient access to fat stores. The protein abundance in a carnivore diet, often reaching 2 to 3 times recommended daily amounts, creates powerful satiety signals in the brain. This reduces hunger and frequently leads to decreased calorie consumption without intentional restriction. Many adherents feel satisfied after meals in unprecedented ways. Energy improvements are particularly compelling. Followers describe heightened mental clarity and stable energy throughout the day. This likely stems from eliminated blood sugar fluctuations that typically follow carbohydrate consumption. Without peaks and crashes, many feel more alert and focused. Perhaps most striking are accounts from individuals with autoimmune conditions. Carnivore dieters with rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, and inflammatory bowel disease report significant symptom improvements. This might result from eliminating potential inflammatory compounds found in plants, lectins, oxalates, and certain fibers that can trigger reactions in sensitive individuals. These initial benefits create a compelling case for trying the carnivore approach despite its restrictive nature. 3. The nutritional void. Critical missing elements. Those impressive early results mask a troubling reality. Your body is slowly depleting its nutrient reserves with each passing week on the carnivore diet. Did you know that scurvy symptoms can begin appearing after just 4 to 8 weeks without vitamin C? Precisely when many followers are celebrating their initial weight loss success? This timing creates a dangerous illusion. Behind the surface level improvements lurks a fundamental mismatch between human biological requirements and what an all-meat diet provides. Our bodies evolved requiring nutrients from both animal and plant sources, a diverse nutritional portfolio that the carnivore approach cannot deliver. But beneath the surface, a nutritional vacuum is forming. Take vitamin C, virtually absent in muscle meat. Without it, your immune function weakens, collagen production falters, and iron absorption becomes compromised. Adults need 75 to 90 milliliters daily, but carnivore dieters often consume near zero amounts. Within weeks, your reserves deplete, leading to fatigue and weakness. Imagine waking up with unexplained bruises or noticing your gums bleed while brushing. These early scurvy symptoms appear when your body's defenses begin crumbling like an ancient fortress under siege. The fiber situation compounds this vulnerability. With fiber intake dropping to practically nothing, your gut microbiome, that complex ecosystem of beneficial bacteria, essentially starves. These microorganisms require plant fibers to thrive. Without them, dysbiosis develops, contributing to constipation initially and potentially to inflammatory diseases and certain cancers over time. The nutritional gaps widen further with the absence of plant-exclusive antioxidants like polyphenols and flavonoids that protect against cellular damage. Essential nutrients, including vitamin E, folate, potassium, and magnesium, become severely restricted, triggering weakness, muscle spasms, and compromised cell function. Even more concerning is the disruption to your gut-brain axis. This communication network between your digestive system and brain relies heavily on a healthy fiber-fed microbiome. As prebiotic fiber disappears from the diet, this connection weakens, potentially affecting your mood regulation, stress response, and cognitive function, a neurological impact few carnivore proponents acknowledge. 4. Cardiovascular and metabolic consequences. As the disruption to your gut-brain axis continues behind the scenes, your cardiovascular system faces a silent battle of its own. Within months of starting the carnivore diet, most followers experience a 30–50% surge in LDL cholesterol levels, a direct response to the diet's extreme macronutrient composition. This significant medical concern would typically prompt immediate intervention from cardiologists. The cardiovascular burden stems from the diet's macronutrient distribution: 70–80% of calories from fat, primarily saturated, 20–30% from protein, and virtually zero carbohydrates. This creates a daily saturated fat overload that your arteries weren't designed to handle long-term, much like a bridge designed for occasional heavy loads suddenly facing constant, unrelenting stress. Your body evolved expecting balance, animal foods providing certain nutrients while plant foods offer protective compounds that maintain cardiovascular health. Without this balance, multiple systems begin to falter simultaneously. The absence of soluble fiber eliminates one of your body's primary mechanisms for removing excess cholesterol from the bloodstream, creating a dangerous combination: increased cholesterol production paired with impaired elimination. The resulting arterial plaque development silently accelerates heart disease risk with each month. Research consistently links the consumption of red and processed meats at carnivore diet levels, often exceeding 2 pounds daily, with increased cardiovascular disease across diverse populations, raising serious concerns about long-term heart health. Meanwhile, your kidneys bear an unexpected burden from extremely high protein intake, forcing them to work overtime processing nitrogen waste products. This sustained workload stresses renal function, potentially increasing kidney stone risk and compromising overall kidney health. Simultaneously, without specific nutrients and plant compounds, blood vessel elasticity deteriorates more rapidly, while increased trimethylamine N oxide compounds further escalate heart disease risk. For carnivore followers who initially experienced weight loss and energy improvements, these changes create a troubling paradox. The diet producing visible short-term benefits may be silently accelerating long-term cardiovascular damage across multiple interconnected body systems. Damage that won't become apparent until significant progression has occurred. 5. Science versus anecdotes. What research actually shows. Beyond the troubling cardiovascular paradox lies an even more critical question. Where is the actual scientific evidence supporting the carnivore diet? The stark reality is that we're witnessing a clash between thousands of personal success stories and a near-complete absence of clinical research, creating a dangerous information vacuum where social media influencers have effectively become the new medical authorities. This absence of robust long-term clinical trials has serious implications. Without scientific validation, personal experiences take precedence over evidence-based recommendations. This explains why 97% of registered dietitians and medical professionals actively advise against this eating pattern. Dr. Walter Willett from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health put it bluntly, stating the carnivore diet sounds like basically a terrible idea. Anthropological evidence further challenges carnivore claims. Traditional hunter-gatherer societies consumed between 15% and 35% of their calories from plant foods when available. Like balanced ecosystems in nature, our ancestors thrived on dietary diversity rather than extreme limitation, reflecting our evolutionary history more accurately than modern all-meat regimens. Our bodies themselves provide compelling evidence against carnivore logic. Evolutionary biology research has documented multiple genetic adaptations specifically for processing plant foods, including amylase production and specialized gut structures. These biological adaptations evolved precisely because humans have historically relied on plant foods for optimal functioning. Clinical observations tell a concerning story for long-term carnivore advocates. After our initial health improvements, many carnivore dieters experience plateaus or deterioration in biomarkers after 6 to 12 months. Medical case reports document instances of scurvy, severe constipation, and kidney stress among adherents. The scientific consensus stands in stark contrast to anecdotal claims. Over 6,000 studies link plant food consumption to reduced disease risk, forming substantial evidence supporting dietary diversity. This research becomes particularly relevant for pregnant or breastfeeding women, those with kidney disease, and individuals with eating disorders. The diet's cardiovascular implications remain particularly troubling. High saturated fat content can significantly raise LDL cholesterol while eliminating heart protective compounds found in plant foods, creating conditions for accelerated cardiovascular risk, especially concerning since heart disease remains the leading cause of death worldwide. 6. Conclusion. So what's the verdict? When we weigh everything we've examined, the carnivore diet represents a nutritional gamble that trades potential short-term benefits for significant long-term health concerns. A truly sustainable approach embraces balance, quality animal proteins alongside diverse plant foods, providing the complete nutrient spectrum without creating dangerous deficiencies. Consider Sarah, who switched from carnivore to a balanced diet and found sustained energy without the health complications she'd begun experiencing. If you're considering any restrictive diet change, consult with qualified healthcare professionals. Your unique health needs deserve personalized guidance backed by science. Is a quick fix worth compromising your long-term well-being?